Hello, yet again, my friends, and welcome to Penguin Massacre. Sorry, XSplit was just up on the screen there real quick.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
motherfuckers!
Christmas! And to celebrate this beautiful holiday, we're going to bestow the gift of more fucking bullshit Let's Plays. And Penguin Massacre!
Is this the debut of the new series?
Yes. We are doing a new series, folks, and it's called Old Flash Games, probably. You know, subject to change.
Yeah, totally an idea not nicked from me.
Listen. It's in tribute of you, okay?
Yeah, before I
I'm gonna turn it down, actually.
Before I quit my channel, I did 2 videos on a series I was doing called Old Flash Games, which is where I played Flash games that I played from like Newgrounds. Actually, I played them on like Dragon Games or whatever that site was called, like several years ago. And I think the 2 games I did before I stopped the channel were Dragon Fist, I think it was called, and Raise, which everyone our age has fucking played.
I still play Raise to this day.
So yeah, we're gonna call it Terrible Old Flash Games you've probably never heard of.
Terrible old Flash games you've never heard of that are the worst, but we're playing them anyway for the sake of your viewing entertainment. Is going to be the full name of the series.
We're gonna rip the name off from Ashens.
So yeah, it's Christmas, and you know, there's only one question on everyone's mind at Christmas: what are your anal habits?
Right, okay. So before we started the recording... who gives a shit? It's the K.A.I games. So what?
Who's watching?
What? I'd be shocked if you didn't think you were going to get a discussion about anal habits on Christmas. Before we started the recording, I mentioned that I may or may not have added something to my sex toy collection. I said, "Oh yeah, I've added a fucking double-ended dildo to my collection." And Kyle was like, "What the fuck are you gonna do with that?" I said, "Listen,
the joke is he has no one to share it with. He's actually got a double-ended dildo exclusively for himself. Now, let me tell you something. There's sitting alone in a 2-person restaurant, and then there's getting a double dildo for yourself.
When Kai was round, and before we started...
Are you calling me fat?
No. When Kai was round a few weeks ago, because he's lost weight since then, and before we started one of the Horde of the Dragon Queen videos, we were discussing my collection, because I showed it to Kai while he was here, and he took a fucking picture. And
I took a picture exclusively to pretend it was mine.
Yeah, he'd send it to someone else, like, look what I bought. And I've got a large collection. It's not as large as like some amateur porn artists would have on Pornhub, but
I'm not an amateur porn artist.
Actually, do you know what it might be? It might because it's a fairly decent collection now that I think about it.
Yeah, but do you like use a pinky sometimes when you jack in it?
No, because I wouldn't have washed.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm very clean. Oh, I like to be clean.
This game is kind of really difficult, and it's almost bullshit.
Yeah, by the looks of it, you need to have bought some different things in preparation for these waves.
This is wave 3.
Let's have a look at the store and actually have a think about what it is that we need. Right, we need. We seem to be running out of ammo pretty quickly.
Yeah, our clip size could do an upgrade, but I upgraded our pistol clip size and I increased its strength. I will increase its strength again, but I do really want to get the rifleman, because that's auto damage, and it's really good because they don't miss.
Let's do. Well, how much is it?
The first one is 1,500.
And we have 830.
But I didn't use the pistol, and the pistol might actually be stronger. And it's got a much bigger clip, so...
Let's do that then. So going back to anal habits, did Kai was also laughing his tits off that how much the sigmoid colon sounds like a character from Dark Souls.
Yeah, the Sigvard colon. I appear to have
Ooh,
lost something.
ooh. I appear to have something stuck in my sigmoid colon.
Are you chosen undead? Could you fetch it out? I appear to have lost my armor. I didn't tell you this because I forgot, but I've been playing through Dark Souls 1 with Catherine.
You have told me that.
No, but we just got to Ornstein and Smaug.
Ah.
I fucking obliterated them in under 2 minutes. I got the fucking Black Knight sword, and I got it fully stacked, and I just fucking went ham on them.
That is a damn good weapon.
I was actually fucking amazed. But anyway, let's talk about Christmas. What's your favourite thing about Christmas?
Favorite thing about Christmas is that I get.
Is it getting something lodged in your Sigvard cavity?
This looks. Yeah, you might as well just let them line up at the bottom there, so you can start wailing on them with penetrative bullets. Which is something that I said as I inserted something into my Sigvard colon.
I was trying to be serious.
Favorite thing about Christmas is honestly, well, there's two things I really like about Christmas. One of which is a recent thing, and that's that I get to spend some relaxation time during one of the two most stressful periods of the academic year.
Yeah, it's not enough to be inserting double-ended dildos into your Sigvard colon. You need to relax.
And I get to see my immediate family because we're quite a close family, and we all get together.
You guys are really close, aren't you?
We are, yes.
It's nice, actually. Coming from a broken home myself, it is actually really. I'm not jealous or anything, but you know, fuck you and your cool family.
Like you know those those like fictional novels you read, or where the fucking character goes to meet with his mother, her sister, her brother, all their children and their grandparents. They all sit around and eat a nice Christmas dinner, and you think to yourself, that never happens.
You guys know families from advertisements in the 50s, right? That's Finn's family.
Yeah, we're like.
And then I said, put that on your tax return. Oh, honey, ha ha ha. Literally that, all the time. Except for his younger sister who plays Minecraft, and it makes me sad.
With the paper hats pulled from crackers, with the chicken on the table, and then we all sit around.
The young boy of the family says, "Can I have another slice of pork or whatever it is you eat at Christmas?
Can I have a bit more pheasant, please, Mother?"
And they go, "Oh, it's for your father. He is the breadwinner after all."
And then
Yes, boy.
And then it's time to sit around the Christmas tree, delegate someone as Santa Claus, who picks out the presents from under the tree and gives it to people, making sure that everyone gets even presents throughout the day. It's quite lovely.
Just massively increased our max health, though. What do you think of that?
I think that is equally lovely.
Yeah, that will make up for me not having a family at Christmas. I'm doing really good in Penguin Massacre, though, and no one can take that from me. I do love this game, though. It's
looks
so
like
addictive and pleasing.
It looks exactly how you imagine it would for something of its time.
For a game called Penguin Massacre.
No, I mean like a flash game when you shoot
too.
penguins. It's just what you'd expect. This was made in like 2006 or something.
You know what? I want to go fact check that one.
I will fact check that.
That's what we keep you here for.
Penguin Massacre.
But if you were to say what your favourite holiday is, would it be Christmas?
I'm not sure actually. Well, fuck my arse in the Sigvard colon. It was made in 2016.
Holy shit! No, it couldn't have.
It was launched on addicting games in 2016. So yeah, that's not right.
Because I played this like 4 years ago.
What are you what site are you playing this on?
This is on Armor Games.
On oh yeah, Armor Games. That'll be the more reliable source. 2009.
It's not that far off what you said. But being a lonely sack of shit, my favorite holiday is undoubtedly like Halloween, because that's the only one you can really be alone on and not be weird. I want more healing.
Meanwhile, on the opposite end of that spectrum is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no, that one is terrible.
Valentine's Day, I actually think it should not be a holiday.
You know, most suicides happen around Christmas and Valentine's Day.
I'm not really surprised. What is the point in Valentine's Day? Why take one? Why take one day out of the year to be nice to your lover when you should be doing that? Like
that's what I keep saying about weddings though. Like why do you have to confess your love in front of everyone? Just fucking.
Your weddings are pointless. Like, if ever I do get a girlfriend, I hope to God that they won't want to get married, because marriage is such a waste of time.
It's a waste of money. You know they cost like 10 grand.
Yeah, it's a waste of time, money. You're more likely to get divorced you're more likely to split up if you.
You can only get divorced if you get married. Did you know 100% of divorcees were married? Coincidence?
You're more likely to split up if you get married.
They can take half your fucking money if you get married.
Yeah. I mean, K.A.I. Brought to light that some research had been done, and it was discovered that the more money you spend on a wedding, the more likely you are to be divorced later. And
it's
the fewer
people spend more money to overcompensate for the fact their marriage is shit.
And the more people who attend the wedding, who to witness it, the more likely you are to stay together. So the best thing to do is to have a cheap wedding with lots of people. Yeah,
but then lots of people will be upset because you're a cheap cunt.
They can suck my Sigurd colon.
Well, no, because you're married. You can't have people sucking on your Sigurd colon when you're married.
But I hope to God I find a girl who's, like, clever enough.
Nah, just end it there. I hope to God I find a girl
who's smart enough to realise just what a waste of time marriages are.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say, I hope I find a girl who's smart enough to realise what a waste of time I am. Get out while you still can. What even are these little things?
And the fucking Valentine's Day, it just gives an opportunity for people who are already together to be lovey-dovey when they're meant to be doing that anyway, and it makes people who are alone feel even worse about themselves.
It literally just has a negative effect on society.
It's like
positive
football.
Effect on the economy, but you know, yeah, football literally only has negatives.
Like, I think the world would be a better place if football were removed.
I don't know about that. I've always seen football as exactly the same as Let's Players, you know?
Yeah, but wars haven't been started over Let's Plays.
Yet. We're getting there, don't worry.
Literal physical wars have not been started over Let's Plays.
If you took away football, something else would replace it, and there would be wars over it. There was a war over a man wanting to sit in a stool, for fuck's sake. I'm not even kidding. You can look that one up. I don't remember who it was, but...
I believe you. That sounds like it would have been in, like, fucking, like, Mexico or some shit.
No, I believe it was Africa.
That was gonna be my next guess.
There was some warmongering Africans.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking, like, I couldn't get it with a precise of an answer as Mexico, so I'll just include a whole continent as my second one.
Yeah, that would have been my second guess. All of Africa.
Yeah, who's the president of Africa?
Mandela. Nah, mate, he died in prison in the 90s.
I was about to say the same thing. The Mandela effect is literally just, you know, collective stupidity, though.
Oh, it's fucking glorious. Like, there's this guy, there's a guy called Lemino on YouTube who I fucking adore. He's an amazing man with a sexy voice. He does lots of research on lots of things. He did a whole, like, 20-minute video on the Mandela effect and researching what it is, what it does, and some cases into it. And he's just so fucking sassy in how he's meant to be neutral towards a subject, but he very clearly isn't.
That makes him sound like a Marmite person. Some people are going to hate that.
His latest video was on UFOs, and he started the video by bringing to light the fact that there is a documentary on Netflix, and he said, and I do use the word documentary very lightly, of a guy who claims to be harassed by aliens, and he shows footage from the documentary where this guy is fucking recording a fucking alien just in his house, just peering at him from around the corner in the hall, with the guy going, "Oh my god, what the fuck is it doing?" And he said yes, and this is played completely straight, and it's stupid. I love you, man. I fucking love you.
Reminds me of that David Mitchell bit, you know, unlikely things to hear on a documentary. The Loch Ness Monster, fact or fiction? Fiction. Good night.
There was a Would I Lie to You episode, which is an amazingly underrated show, by the way.
Oh yes.
Where they bring on the This Is My round. They bring on a guy who like where the panelists have to say, "Oh, this is Derek. He was my this." The second one says, "This is Derek. He was my that." Third person says the same thing, and then the other team has to guess which person was telling the truth. And they brought on a guy.
Wait, that's it. That's the.
And they brought on a guy, and one of the panelists on the team said, "This is John, and he is a feng shui artist, and he convinced me to remove a cat litter box from one of the corners in my house." And fucking the amount of professionalism David Mitchell had to show to restrain himself from calling out how bullshit this all was, because it turns out the guy was actually a feng shui artist and did convince this woman who also believed in feng shui to get rid of the cat litter box from that corner because it was meant to be her wealth corner and she should put a crystal there to enhance the feng shui-ness or some fucking retarded bullshit. And David, whilst discussing it, was at some point like, I've never known feng shui artists to say, like, to involve crystals in the whole part of the charlatanism. I mean the feng shui.
I love him. You know who I miss? Oh, fucking Hitchens.
Who?
Hitchens.
I don't know who that is.
Oh. Have you never seen that? Have you never seen that that great debate between Anne Widdecombe and a black guy who likes religion and fucking Stephen Fry and Christopher Hitchens?
No, I don't. Oh, was this in? No, this wasn't in Discussion of the Church, was it?
It was. Is the Catholic Church a force for good on Intelligence Squared?
Is this the one where Stephen Fry just straight up asks the church, "What are you for?"
Yeah. like you know, like oh well, we don't have all the answers. If you don't have all the answers, what are you for?
No, it was some. Oh, we didn't know it was a bad thing to do because nobody told us that it was a bad thing to do.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
What are you for? I haven't put a timer on, by the way. Are we just going to go until we either die or complete the game?
I mean, we're not going to die anytime soon. We're almost out healing these fuckers. So we could just end now if you want and go over to the other game.
Is there an end?
I think it's like wave 20, so we're like halfway there, but they're going to take longer because more enemies. I just wanted to show off what a great game this is and how non-repetitive and addictive it was. How it abuses the dopamine levels in your brain.
I love these like old design Flash games where you eventually get to a point where you can get them to play themselves.
Yeah, we just need like to buy this guy. He costs a fortune, but he shoots instantaneously like he's a Gatling gun. But yeah, I guess we'll leave that one there then, and we'll move over to... Oh, watch this magic. Oh!
What the fuck?
Whoa!
Oh, live editing!
Wow! Look at that! Alright, well this one is Rocket Santa. And
I have never heard of it.
our boys
What?
deserve gifts.
Why is Santa Chinese?
I'll bang us all straight to the moon. I guess we're going to the moon. Holy fuck, it's one of these. Holy fuck,
Oh,
it's
okay,
one of
it's one-
these.
It's one of these, just vertical instead of horizontal.
No! Shit!
That's a fucking amazing expression.
Space cash! Why don't we just use a normal currency, Jim? Shut the fuck up! It's space cash!
It couldn't have been like candy canes or some shit.
It couldn't have even been fucking straight up US dollars. It had to be space cash!
So someone saw Rocket Hamsters, or whatever that fucking game was called, and was like, why don't we turn it on its side? So you go
Rocket
up.
Hamsters was the Kids Next Door game, wasn't it?
Was it?
Was it? Didn't Toss the Turtle come first, though?
I have no idea.
What are these? Okay, these aren't upgrades. These are just E's. Okay. Wait,
Deuce
no.
F.
Oh, equipped. Okay, so can't afford
Anything.
fuck all, really. Oh, we can afford this.
Holy
This.
shit, there's so many up. We can afford everything that's in the upgrade section.
Is it 25? Oh shit, it was.
Well, we needed to we should have
I
upgraded
did it.
something. So... Well, that was a shit takeoff.
No!
It looks like it's constant. Like the... Wow, the collision's absolute horseshit.
No,
I
it's
thought
great.
I thought we touched those coins.
Yeah, but you got to actually pick them up, and his hands weren't there.
Oh, increase the income. Those upgrades are best bought early
Oh yeah.
because then they eventually pay for themselves.
He fucking actually goes, whoa, 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 whoa!
Does he?
Yeah!
Yeah,
This
always
game's
get
fucking
extra.
great.
Always buy another extra cash. Just keep buying that. I went to see Jimmy Carr live.
You
I know
did,
I've already
you got
told.
to speak to him.
Yes, I got to shake his hand.
And you said the cringiest shit ever. No, he said the cringiest shit ever. You said you
Yeah.
like games. And he was like,
No.
I like Call of Duty.
Well, I meant he asked. Well, he asked me what it is I did, and I mentioned that I was a video game developer, and he said, "Oh yeah, like Call of Duty and all that." So yeah,
Yeah, I
sure,
did the Call of
buddy.
Duty. That was me. Yeah, what?
Sure,
Oh,
buddy.
you made a piece of shit game and I fucking hate you. What if Jimmy Carr said that to you?
He's actually a really nice man. Like
What
the people who tend to be like awful people on stage are the nicest people off stage, and
Yeah,
vice
like me.
versa.
You disagree, or?
No.
Because I'm kind of nice, right? I'm a lovely
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I made
Keep telling yourself that.
Okay, you know what? I'm taking my Christmas present back and delete it off your phone. I made him a song.
Oh yeah, he made me a remix, an electro swing, or a pseudo electro swing remix of Spider Dance from Undertale, and it was fucking amazing. I love it. Electro swing is my favorite. Electro swing is my favorite genre. In fact, for the last 2 days, whilst doing like work, I've been listening to Christmas swing music and electro swing compilations.
This is going really good. We're going to get to the moon in no time. I'm determined we're going to get to the moon before this episode is done.
There's a 4-hour compilation of electro swing on YouTube somewhere, and the thumbnail is just a gramophone. I've listened to the whole thing.
I've listened to about, I don't know, like over 1,000 hours of Northern Lion while doing work. That's good.
Yeah, listening to shit while you work is good.
Yeah, absolute trash that no one in their right mind would listen to normally. Yeah, that's Northern Lion. Give me all of this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting fucking mid-game power-ups.
I don't like how the stuff disappears if you go past it. I feel like you should be able to collect it on your way down.
Yeah, it kind of give you more in, like, It's more rewarding that way. I guess we'll just
And,
save
and
up.
then actually gives a reason to have all this fucking like wait time for you to fall back down to the ground, because there's no reason for you to not just let go of the mouse and let it happen
Yeah.
while you sing amazing.
Ave Maria. More cash money.
Yeah. How sweet the sound. Well, Ben and I spent 9 hours,
Oh,
like 2 days before.
You didn't answer what your favorite Christmas fucking holiday was.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm not sure. Not Halloween. Halloween's a bit weird. Uh,
Oh, alright.
okay. Okay, another reason I don't like Halloween is it's kind of a silly reason, but it's because I hate seeing Christmas and Halloween decorations next to each other in shops.
That's Christmas's fault.
That is. Oh yeah. Well, no, that's the corporation's fault.
Yeah, because they want to celebrate Christmas earlier because people buy shit at Christmas and they don't buy as much at Halloween because Halloween is a better holiday.
It's the capitalists' fault.
We should communism.
We should all be communists. Sios and the sea. Absolutely not Valentine's Day, as we've discussed. Probably Christmas, actually. Probably Christmas. Followed by the summer holiday.
This game has personality and I like it.
Yeah, it does.
It should get more and more intense the more he falls. If you get to hear and fall down, by here he's going like, "Oh fucking shit!"
And he should vibrate with more verbosity the further he falls.
I'm so verbose. Yeah. I got so much money. It does!
Does it?
Yeah! But at the end there he was going, "Ah!" That's
I'll have to
so
listen to this
cool.
back.
Oh man, I'm so happy.
We could buy shitloads of those upgrades in the bottom right, because we haven't spent any money on them yet. But the arrow and the thing next to it.
Yeah, but these bottom ones are just like things that appear in the sky. I
Oh,
should
right.
upgrade that one.
I wonder if the cash upgrade affects the cash you get from picking coins up as well.
What, this?
Or if it-
Oh no, that's just income, so it's distance.
Right, yeah, that's just the distance then. Distance milestones. Wow, no arrows, okay.
I'm so glad we got those upgrades for arrows and fuel. What a worthy investment.
Okay, let's not spend any money on those again, because they just have a chance of appearing. Might as well go again.
I gotta say, I do actually get really... Oh, fuck, gimme. I do get really addicted to these sort of games.
Your fucking voice then was just filled with so much please, like, oh yes, please, Daddy.
Wait, what?
You were pleading so much when you saw that fuel.
Oh,
It reminded me of like that time when in our Dark Souls 1 playthrough, where that giant nearly beat you across the fucking jaw, and while you were trying to teleport, you were like, no.
you're gonna have to find that for me, because I remember that, but I really want to see it again.
I'll be able to find it.
No!
No.
By the gods!
See, we're putting too much drama into it. We're actually trying to make it sound fearful, but you just captured fear perfectly, but by actually being scared.
Yeah, it was like just subtle enough. We're not breaking through that next part. Okay, less air friction. I want the new gun.
I wonder if there's less air friction the further up you go.
I wonder that too sometimes, Finn, when I sit in bed at night thinking, Rocket Center, please, please, yes! Alright, I'm fine with this.
Yeah, this is
I didn't get past it though. It does! He gets more and more intense as he falls! Ah! I'm actually going to die!
Let's save up for another money upgrade.
Oh! Oh!
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Are the coins going up with me?
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't
Just
it?
shoot all the coins up at me as well.
But here's what you could have had.
Fine, it's going away now, fuck you!
Oh, we could have afforded another money upgrade if you did another run.
Don't care.
Okay.
Look how far we're going now, Sonny Jim.
Do his goggles fall off or when? Oh no, you just put those on. Wait to stop. Stop.
Oh, that
wonder if-
scream is beautiful.
I wonder if you could fall so. Hmm?
I want to find out who did the voice acting for this game.
I wonder if you could fall so far that he actually falls off the screen.
Ah! Okay.
What have you done, you madman?
What was all that shit? Ooh. No!
Amazing!
He fucking
Oh yeah.
licked it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Ben and I, 2 days before we had to hand an assignment in, spent 9 hours at university, and that was the night at which I just broke down crying on my desk. When we got home, Ben just collapsed in the kitchen, lay down on the floor, and put on Amazing Grace on his phone, and it was one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen. Because he sandwiched himself between the bin and the door to the door into the bathroom, just lying there, looking utterly defeated, whilst Amazing Grace was playing.
Oh, bless his little fucking heart.
And he found this another song just on a whim. He just typed in how to tie a noose into YouTube, and it came up with this noose. It came up with the noose song. It's like 40 seconds long, and it's just this man going like, "Let's learn how to tie a noose. It's easy if you're not obtuse. All you need is a piece of rope and abandon all your hope." And he actually legitimately shows you how to tie a fucking noose.
It's good that it's educational. Santa stopped screaming for some reason. It's actually depressing me. I just want to hear Santa's screams of fear.
That's what he does when he finds my collection when he comes into my house.
Oh yes, a big black dildo for the little boy. What the fuck? If Santa was real, what would you say to him?
Hey, nigga, could you...
Would you really?
No, I don't fucking know what I'd say.
Let's say Santa walked into your room and went, "Ho ho ho! I was real, and you."
I would rather have hot dogs for feet.
No, you gotta answer the question. This is serious. No! Cruel fate.
I was real all along. I'd be like, well, why the fuck have my parents been giving me all those gifts then?
I'm
What have you been
lazy.
What did you say?
I'm lazy. Oh, ho,
Well,
ho.
what the fuck is the point in your existence then?
What the fuck's the point in your existence, game developer? Don't even make any fucking games. Oh yeah, Magus was a real hit with that one friend you showed. Santa could fucking break you. Don't even start, Santa.
At least I've actually released the things that I have made. Why do you exist if you don't
You
actually
ever
give
tried
any
making
present?
a fucking iPad? I have to make like 1 million of those. I've been skipping Africa for years. Well, the music's cut out. I must just be going too fast.
I wonder if the game gets quieter if you go into space. That'd be a nice detail. Like on that second to last yellow line, just all sound just cuts out.
I think the sound has just stopped.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah. Sorry to take away the Christmas spirit there, but...
Oh
So,
boy.
alright, let's say you could go out for drinks at Christmas, right? Who would you want to take with you out of anyone in the fucking planet?
Oh God, I don't bloody know. Let's have a think. Uh, Peter Molyneux. Anyone in the planet? God, who do I admire?
No!
Yahtzee Crocial.
Okay.
Who else do I admire?
Yeah. Who indeed?
I don't know, some faggot named K.A.I, perhaps.
Yeah.
Who else do I? The guy who came up with Buckingham Phallus, because I want to buy that man a drink.
We gotta tell the fucking Buckingham Palace story!
Right, so we were
It's
playing.
Christmas, for fuck's sake!
Whilst Kai was here, everybody in the house got started drinking a little bit, and we played the Jackbox games. And one of the games is Fibbage, which is where a question is presented to everybody, and then everybody on their phones puts in an answer that isn't the correct one. And then all the answers plus the correct one are presented to everyone, and you have to select what you think is the correct answer, and you get points if you get the correct one, and you get extra points for everyone who selects your answer. The final question, this is a few drinks in now, and the final question that we got was, what is the name of the dildo that was created in the shape of the Queen? Not the Queen's head, the actual...
The entire Queen.
The entire Queen. And we were just like, we just gave our suggestions. Like, no one was actually putting that much thought into it. And then the majesty, the literal majesty, or when the answer that everybody just knew was the correct one, because nobody in that room had the creativity to come up with Buckingham Phallus. And why hasn't a monument of the man who came up with that been erected in Trafalgar Square?
You're using a lot of words that I like. Yes. Oh, grabbing those 25s, fucking dopamine in my brain is going crazy, I'll tell you that for nothing. It's like watching a MatPat video. Alright, so the guy who invented Buckingham Phallus, or at least came up with the name.
Yahtzee Crocial, you. Maybe, Field Marshal Montgomery. Or Rommel. One of the two. Maybe not both at the same time.
I would bring a racist with me, and I would bring a race with me.
Yeah, maybe not both at the same time, but two of my favourite World War II generals.
Yes. Was one of them the guy who's like, drive me closer, I want to hit them with my sword?
No, that was neither of them.
Oh, I would invite him.
I think that might have I don't even know if that was a real person. Because I know that to be I knew that first as a Warhammer meme.
No, that I was combining the truth with the meme.
All right. Madman Jack or Mad Jack or whatever his name was. He would be a fucking laugh to have a drink with.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I've told you the story of Madman Jack. Right, Mad Jack. Jack Churchill. Here we go. Lieutenant Colonel John Malcolm Thorpe Fleming Churchill was a British Army officer who fought during the Second World War and is the last recorded man in military history to use a longbow and a Scottish broadsword in combat.
This is the guy I was talking about.
Oh no! Okay, no, he never entered.
I combined him with the meme.
Right, okay. I got confused because you were like, drive closer. I thought, Jack Churchill was never in a tank.
Yeah, I know. I was
Right.
combining the meme with the thing.
And then let me find one of my favourite stories of theirs. Churchill was second in command of Number 3 Commando in Operation Archery, a raid on the German garrison Vågsøy in Norway on the 27th of December 1941. As the ramps fell on the first landing craft, he leapt forward from his position, playing March of the Cameron Men on his bagpipes before throwing a grenade and charging into battle.
What a guy.
On Normandy, the machine gunners would not shoot at him because they had sympathy for him, because they thought he was mentally unstable, and then they wouldn't shoot at him because they couldn't, because he had leapt into their trenches and fucking killed them all with a sword. He was sniping people with his fucking longbow. Like, he sniped someone in another machine gun nest with his longbow. The second person then stood up to turn and run, and was then shot in the back by another arrow.
Well, that's not very chivalrous. Should never longbow a man in the spine. Finn, if you were to get the
He wasn't chivalrous at all.
If you were to get, the ideal Christmas present, what would it be?
A sense of purpose in life.
All right. You know, I didn't actually tell you who I would go out for drinks with.
No.
Well, not fucking you. No, I would take you just because we could hang out and that'd be nice. Fucking Russell Howard.
Oh yes.
Frankie Boyle. The music's come back out of no. Oh no, it's gone. Whoops. Jimmy Carr. Oh, here it is.
Good choices.
And Richard Dawkins.
David Mitchell?
I wouldn't take David Mitchell. Honestly, I really respect him. I think he's funny, but I don't think I'd want to hang out with him.
Maybe not, yeah. I'd take John Richardson as well.
Stephen Fry, actually. And Patrick Stewart.
God, yes. Stephen Fry. Lord Fry. I'd take him. And I'd take
Lord Fry.
John Richardson as well. Maybe David Attenborough too.
Why would you take a fucking corpse with you? Do you think David Attenborough is going to be any fun? He doesn't... Like, Christopher Lee... No, wait, he's dead. Patrick Stewart, I mean. Patrick Stewart seems like the kind of guy who can have a real laugh. I don't know if you've seen his Twitter. He is alive and kicking. That man is a fucking legend. Yeah,
he is an absolute lad.
And, fucking, you know what? I would take John Delancey, just because I'd keep saying, just talk to me, please. Just keep speaking in your voice.
I recognise the name. Who's John Delancey? Oh, yes. Fucking Discord,
Q,
and
he was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, the father of the girl in Breaking Bad. I remember now.
Take Tara Strong, actually.
Oh, what is Oh, never mind. Oh, no.
No, what were you going to ask?
I was going to say the voice actress for Betty Boop, because she is just fucking adorable in her prime. In her prime.
Don't want her now. She's an old wrinkled hag or dead.
No, she's just as lovely now. Well, she's dead.
I'll tell you what then.
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly.
Who's Jennifer Tilly?
And she's married, sure, but I'm pretty sure she's married anyway. But yeah, I would take Jennifer Tilly because I have a crush on her. Ah!
Oh, shit. Oh, she was Celia in Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, and she was also Jennifer Tilly in Chucky, and she's Bonnie in Family Guy, and she's also Tiffany in Chucky, and she also plays Tiffany in Jennifer Tilly's body in Chucky, and... So, have you been keeping up to date with the Chucky movies? Because... they're getting worse.
I have seen the Nostalgia Critic do his reviews on them. I think the latest Chucky film I know of is one where the kid from the first one has grown up and has gone to military school.
That was Child Play, wasn't it?
I don't know.
That was not a recent one. The most recent one is Cult of Chucky, where the kid from the first ones is now a grown-ass fat man with depression, who also has a severed Chucky head that he tortures in his room.
Fucking hell.
And it turns out Chucky was alive all along and is out there somewhere in a mental asylum trying to get more bodies and abducting people and just generally being a cunt, to be honest.
Yeah, all to just get at this one guy.
No. Chucky doesn't care about that one guy
Anymore.
No, Chucky just wants to fucking go out and kill people now. He's got a body.
Why did he follow John, or whatever his name was, to military school?
Because he wanted to get his friend's body. I don't remember child play that well. Also, we are like inches off.
We are, yes, I've noticed.
And we've got all the upgrades, so...
What? Why are we trying to get to the moon? I've forgotten.
There's a war going on and they need presents or some shit. Oh, fuck. Do you think I give a fuck? No! That would have been it! Do you think I give a fuck about the story behind Rocket Santa? The narrative marvel? That's it, I've got everything. Now I guess we just keep going.
Can we can we burn money for extra fuel?
The money keeps weighing us down.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you could do that in games like these.
Why did I get the money instead of the fucking fuel?
It'd be in games like these. It'd be nice if after you bought all the upgrades, you could use money towards like in-game progress.
You can in Toss the Turtle. You can buy nukes that launch you forwards miles.
Yeah, well, here it'd be cool if you could like burn money for extra fuel.
I'm doing my best, Daddy. I promise. Oh. Fuck you! Ah!
Why are there clouds near the moon?
I think the idea is just to get to space and then he'll just float to the moon. Alright, we can do this. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Perfect. A perfect hit. Couldn't have been better.
Well, it wasn't quite perfect. I need something. I need something, please.
Come on.
I don't even need that much. Just something.
Just one fucking green arrow would have done it. By this point, Santa has suffered many internal
They're all different Santas. There are many of them. Where's the upgrade? No.
I watched a video where doctors diagnosed the injuries of the two burglars from Home Alone as they get beaten up throughout Kevin's house, and it was just, I could summarize it as just death, blood. He'll be pissing in a bag. Death, more death. Fractured everything. Death.
No! Fucking, they did that with Die Hard. How many John McCains would it take to get through Die Hard? It would take 14.5 John McCains to live through Die Hard. I'm not having fun anymore. I just want some power-ups, man. I just want some fucking power-ups. Why is the end of your game based around luck? I have millions. I have money in its millions. I couldn't be richer.
Except you could.
Where are the power-ups?
Yeah, this is dumb now.
I haven't seen one for like 4 jumps. I'm sad, Finn. My Christmas is ruined.
This is getting stupid now.
Wah! Where are the power-ups?
Where the fuck are the Alright, try not going in a dead straight line. Yeah, do that. Let's see what happens if you do that.
Now's nothing. Do not stray from the path, young one. We just need, like, a couple of good power-ups.
Don't stray from the path. I'm pretty sure that's a sign in IKEA.
If you stray from the path in IKEA, They take your soul.
That was a Lee Evans joke.
Oh, don't really watch a lot of Lee Evans.
Mm.
Again, not my sort of comedian. You know, to be honest, I've come to learn something about myself. I don't.
You don't actually like humour.
No, I don't like stand-up comedy.
Oh, really?
It's just so direct. It's like force-feeding humor to people, and I think humor is at its best when it's full of context and situation. Because, like, if everyone can understand a joke with no context, it becomes less funny, you know? But, like, because, like, you can tell a joke like, you know, fucking... Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Yeah, okay, so most people will understand that to get to the other side means to die. And also it's implied that the chicken wants to actually just cross it. It's a double entendre. But when you get a joke like, pull up a random example, like, is she... hang on, what was it? Is anyone here black? Do you remember from Poseidon 12? And I said,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you wouldn't be able to see black people, you wouldn't even know where they are. And then later on we saw a black person, and you were like, there's one. A few seconds of pause, and I went, where? You know, a lot of context to that. You'd have to have watched through the episode. But understanding that context and knowing that you know something other people wouldn't know is what gives it that extra oomph. No, you son of a fucking whore!
Well, stand-up comedy work. Stand-up comedy. I think somebody else. I can't remember who's discussed this, but I swear I've heard this discussion. It's funny because because being able to laugh at something because you're in on a joke, based on context, can be just as enjoyable as laughing as a joke that you are all in on. Like stand-up comedy is very not modern. Like it's always it's got to be relatable to things that are currently
but that's what bothers me. It becomes so narrow and forced then. Like with that Amy Schumer bullshit where all of her original jokes are about her having a vagina, you know? It's like, it's so hard to write good material because you have to think, who's my audience? Who's going? What's happening right now? What's relevant? What would always work? See, the worst comedians are the ones who recycle their jokes. But the amount of effort that goes into writing jokes in and of itself is fucking astounding. I can't do it myself. I've tried. I've tried writing an entire set list. I can manage like 15 minutes of jokes. And that's it. That was terrible.
I swear that with that on that last jump, we used a booster and still didn't make it any further than we have done without.
I think you need like 3 of them in a row.
This is appalling. This is appalling.
This has ruined this game for me. I came to Rocket Center looking for fun and a good time. Okay? I expect a level of quality from my trashy Flash games online. Oh yes, all of the stuff. See, we got further that time.
we
been
did closer.
It! We're on the moon, guys! There it is! It's got trees on it. This has never been to the moon before. You can't prove there aren't any. That's going to do it for this exciting Christmas podcast. Because basically it's been a fucking podcast.
Yeah, it has.
Oh, it's sad but true. So thank you all so much for watching. Is that actually on there? Or I can't tell. There seems to be another... Whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Go support stand-up comedians. The ones that work hard and are still funny, they work fucking hard, and they deserve our respect. And until the next... Fuck Amy Schumer. Until the next exciting episode, bye and Merry Christmas!